Family, I want to share this right here with all of my single sisters who are first-time homeowners. I came up to check my hot water heater, and so the noise you hear, I have my air compressor going. I just came from outside. Let me show you something. So this is my hot water heater. Periodically, I'll come up here and check this. It's way past the warranty. They didn't normally. This one came with 6-year warranty, but the pan that's at the bottom, that's what you really want to check wherever your hot water heater is. I don't like the fact that my builder put this one upstairs just in case if anything happens and I'm not able to catch it on time. I don't like the fact of the potential of the damages it could cause. But however, I've never had an issue. But being that it's older, it looks good on the outside, but I still come up and I look. These are just dust mites, and every time I come up here, I have to clean out bees. There's always bees that I don't know why, I find their way up here in this hot attic. The air compressor should be going off in a minute. All the air should be out because I turned it off, and now hopefully you can hear me. But I always come and check and make sure that I have no leaks. Right? I always come and look at my heater. I go all around and make sure that there are no leaks. I don't like how my builder have this because it's so close to this right here. So I had to nigger rig a little pipe to get it attached to my air compressor. What I had to do with this other end is I cut it. I had to cut this old air cord I had just to get some air in there. And what I normally do is I'll make sure, because you see how dust always accumulates up here, all the insulation and all of that. It's just dust always builds every time I come up here, and I always have to clean dust out of this pan. But what I do is I put my air hose in here and get air flowing, and then I go outside to the other end of that hose, and I make sure that this pipe isn't clogged, because if this ever leaks, when it fills up with water, the water will flow in this pipe, right? And it goes outside. And so with all the dust and everything that accumulates, I don't know what happened. My phone went out. So what I was saying is, with all the dust and everything that accumulates up here in this attic, I don't ever want that pipe to get clogged in case something happens with this water heater. If it starts to leak at the bottom, I don't want that pipe to be clogged where it can go out. The water can drain into that pipe, fill and go out of the house. And so that's what I wanted to share. I was just coming up here doing a random check. I just got the phone with one of my elders, and he's replacing his hot water heater. And I was like, oh, let me go ahead and check mine again, because it's been a while since I've been up here to check it. I'm sweating so much because it's very hot up here. And so I thought I'd share that for any of my single sisters. I know some of you have recently become first-time homeowners. Congratulations. And so for all of my single sisters who may not know this, I'm sharing this with you. And my builder, the guy that built my home, him and his father built this house before his father died. Right after they built this house, his father died. This was the first house he ever built. He started his construction company, and this was his first house that he built, right? And so it's always been like his baby to him. And he always would tell me, if you have any questions, if you need to learn anything, just give me a call. Him and his wife they still don't even live far from me. And so I remember one time I needed to replace the heating element in my unit. And this was probably about, I don't know, well over 5-6 years ago. Because when I was running water, I was trying to take a shower, and I noticed it take a while for my water would come out cool, and then it started taking a while for the water. After a while, it would come cool, then eventually it would get hot. And then I called him, and he explained to me what heating elements were in the water heater. And we came up here, and he taught me the shut off valve. So I have a tool where I can shut off my main water from the outside, from the water connection. And then there's also a shut off valve here on top of the unit where he showed me, and I can shut it off here. And if I need to shut the water off here from stop it from coming into the house. And then he taught me how to change the heating element. So like when the water was getting taking a while to get warm, that's because it was going through the water at the top of the unit was cooler because the heating element had gone bad and it wasn't heating the water at the top. So what happened was that warm water I would later get was the water coming from the bottom of the unit, because at the bottom the lower element was working properly. And so he showed me the element. I went to Lowe's and bought the element and we changed it out. He taught me how to do that. So there's an upper and a lower heating element. So sometimes if you're taking a shower or bath or using water and it's taking a very long time, it's taking a while, you're getting cold water, and all of a sudden the water gets just as hot, just as normal, it could be your heating element. Or sometimes if you're taking a shower and you've got warm water and it's nice, it's regular temperature, and then all of a sudden after some time, you notice it just goes cold and it doesn't go back warm again, it could be your lower heating element. And that's how he explained it to me. Right. And so I just wanted to share that for any of my sisters who are single and something, just preventative maintenance, just to keep your eye on your hot water heater, especially if you have one upstairs in your attic like I do, which I hate. I think a lot of newer houses now, they're building homes with the hot water heater on the first floor rather than building up, just in case anything were to happen. Right. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share.